What up, y'all? This is Moondog, and in this special edition of Inside the LSA, we have a very special guest. This person want to be interviewed for quite some time, like since the beginning of Jesus was born. So I want y'all to give a round of applause for King Kunta. What up, King? How's it going?
Not much. Watching Family Odd Parents.
Shoot, I haven't seen Fairly Odd Parents in a minute. Like, do you watch a lot of cartoons?
18. Yes, I watch a lot of cartoons.
Like, other than Fairly Odd Parents, what other
That's
shows do
damn near
you
all I
watch?
watch. I just Ed, Edd n Eddy, SpongeBob, uh, Powerpuff Girls, pretty much anything from the early 2000s and the late 90s. Dexter's Laboratory, all that.
So you don't like the new cartoons that are coming out?
There's a couple that are okay, but for the most part, I can't mess with it. Like, there's one, there's probably one on Cartoon Network. I think it's called We Bare Bears. I can
Okay.
tolerate it. Most of the other
Now,
stuff, nah, that's too.
now, do you have I guess, a similar attitude with women? Like, do you like your women to be older or younger?
How we jump from cartoons to women now? Wait a minute. Um, I mean, I don't have a preference as far as women go. It depends. I like what likes me, basically. But as far as like, I'll say this: I'm uncomfortable with younger women because I feel weird about it. Like I feel like I'm a pedophile or something. Like if she's more than like 2 years younger than me, it's like I can't mess with it. But my age and older, for the most part. Uh,
Oh, okay. And like, let me just ask you this: like, in general, like, what type of women are you into? Are you into black women? Are you into women that are funny, intelligent? Like, what is your type?
I ain't got no type. Bad bitches is okay. I really don't have a type. I realized that not too long ago. I mean, yeah, I like girls who are funny, but and yeah, mostly I find myself attracted to black girls. But yeah, so I don't really have a type. It's just like if I like you, I like you. So
And another question I want to ask you, I should have asked this earlier, but how old are you exactly? Because you said if you date somebody 2 years younger than you feel like a pedophile.
uh, I turned 18 less than 4 months ago. I'm 18.
And you're attending college right now?
Yep,
Okay.
first semester.
And what's your study?
I tell everybody I'm going to major in engineering, but I'm still trying to get the college feel and really, weigh my options. But if like my plan originally is to major in engineering and minor in business. So,
Oh, okay. What made you get into engineering?
this is going to be the absolute wrong answer. Money, like a field that's like really in demand. Like I don't know if there will ever really be a time where engineers aren't needed in some shape, form, or fashion. Because like there's so many different fields that like there's computer. I think it's computer engineering. There's aerospace engineering, petroleum engineering, mechanical engineering. Like there's so many fields, and they're always in demand. It's like I don't know. In my head, I'm like I probably won't ever really be out of a job if I have that under my belt. So
True. Very true. And on top of that, it would make it easier to get married because financially you would be set if you find a job in that career. So
Marriage. I don't like that word.
so King Kunta, I'm curious, how did you get started on the LSA?
You want me to tell the story all over again?
Yeah, the audience doesn't know.
Alright, well, I was 17 last year, and I was, Googling a new Drake song. And LSA, one of their threads was the first thing that popped up when I Googled the song. So I was thinking, what Lipstick Alley? I've heard of this, and I've heard about how horrible it is. Let me click on this. And when I clicked on the thread, I saw a poster with a signature that read, Drake is a bisexual warlock. So I laughed for like 20 minutes, and then I started scrolling through different threads, laughing. I wound up in a picture thread. I saw some fine women, and I said, this is where I need to be. And then I just joined, and I lurked for about a month, and now I'm here.
That's what's up. Like, is it hard? I guess being a guy or a male on the site since it's more women orientated.
Uh, most people, I don't have problems for the most part. I mean, like, I grew up around a lot. Like, my mom raised me, and my sister, and I grew up around my female cousins, so I'm used to being, like, I'm oddly more comfortable in female company than I am in male company. Like, I feel like there's more, there's more there for me when I'm around a whole lot of women than I am for, like, hanging out with guys, because I mostly spend time with women. So I mean, it wasn't really weird for me, and they want to jump down my throat and stuff like that. So that's the only bad part about it.
Hmm. Like, oh wow. Somebody just typed, he sounds so cute and smart though, unlike Mirren. God damn. Anywho, with that being said, do you be getting women on LSA or nah?
Personal. That's very personal. Uh, ask them if they want to come forward. They can come forward. I won't deny it or embrace it. They speak on it if you want to.
Shoot. You a bold man. That's all I can say about that. Yeah, but Kunta be getting down. But Kunta, I want to ask you this, man. Like, being 18 years old, there's a lot of media coverage of, cops, I guess, shooting black people, not just black men, but black women or black people of a different sexual orientation. Like, what is your views on the Black Lives Matters movement and people holding cops accountable, or at least trying to hold cops accountable for doing very vigilant and racist acts?
Well, was there a question in there that I missed, or I mean, you want me to speak on that?
Yeah, like, what is your view? What is your perspective?
You ready for my answer?
Yeah.
All right. My view on it, like, I'm kind of on the other side of the fence though, like, cause like I'm young, I'm black, and about 6 feet tall and everything. So I always And I'm always, sometimes when I'm out, I have like that mysterious look about me. Like I always, people tell me I always look like I'm up to something, like I'm sinister or something like that. So, I mean, my view on it, I'm scared a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, one of my biggest fears, like, I just started driving. And I always, this is messed up. I don't have my license yet, but I always keep my permit out and I keep
Mm.
it on the dashboard. Because I never ever want a cop to pull me over and I reach for something and then that's the end of it for me. Like that, like
Mm.
I be thinking like that all the time. Every time I'm walking down the street and I see a cop car, I try my best to like look safe. Like I don't wear my hood no more. I stop sagging my pants, and I try and look safe. Like I mean it's messed up, and it has me scared a lot. Like I be looking at a whole lot of people around me and wondering like if they feel the same way I do about it. Like all my friends and stuff like that. Like if you know what I'm saying? Like one day it could just be the end of it, just because somebody
Mm.
decided to. Like I saw a video of a guy in a wheelchair being shot to death. Like they said he reached for a weapon or something, but like I didn't see anything, and they killed him. So I don't know. I feel like it's been going on for a long time because I always heard about it, but once you get older and you really start to get out there, it's like I mean you see it and it's like okay, this is life. Like you just gotta being black is a gift and a curse. You gotta take the good with the bad. So I was just,
True.
you know, I live. That's all I really know how to do right now.
Yeah, it's been going on for quite some time, and the fact that I guess society treats it as a non-important factor is like crazy to me. Like, there's evidence, there's facts, all that, but society just doesn't want to lift their finger on a situation like this. Now we all know why, but it's just like mind-boggling. But
Yeah.
but I guess I want to ask you this: is another reason that you're going to college not just because you want to get a job, because that's of course everybody's goal, but it's another reason behind that is to you know not become that stereotype that people think of black folks as to be.
I wasn't ever really worried about being a stereotype. I don't think I was because like all I knew how to be was me. So I'm not gonna try and pretend I'm something I'm not. If I didn't want to go to college, I wouldn't go to college because it's like
Mm.
it's not doing anything for anybody else for me going to college. Like this is my future. But I almost became a stereotype because I actually dropped out of high school at
Mm.
first, and then I decided I needed to go back and get myself together, and I went. I'm not gonna. Okay, I went to college for myself, and I went to college for my mom because my
Mm.
mom always stressed to me what education meant, and I already knew like like it would help me in the long run. Those are the two reasons. My mom and just having that backup, no matter what I decide to do with my degree, just the fact that I have it
All right.
is like enough safe haven in my head.
That's what's up. I'm actually glad to hear that because not to say people are doing the worst, but you see it. But that's good to hear that you want to do something with your life. But King Kunta, I got a couple more questions I want to ask you. It's gonna be pretty simple. So, King Kunta, when you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that you do?
Every morning,
Yep.
uh, well, I work early in the morning. I work at 4 a.m. Like that's when my job starts. So I get up, I eat, I shower, and I go to work. That's it.
Okay. See, I'm gonna steal this question from Rich, but King Kunta, if you were stuck on an island and you only had 3 albums to listen to while you're on the island, What would those three albums be? Excuse me.
Three items stuck on an island. Can one of them be a woman?
What would the others be?
I mean, can it? Can what? Okay, a woman. Uh, hmm. Might not work since I'm on an island, but hopefully my cell phone, just in case it does. And hmm, shotgun. A shotgun.
So those are the name of an album.
So the name of the items I'd bring?
Oh, I said album. If you only had three albums,
Album. I thought you said items. Oh,
my bad.
an album named Woman, an album named Shotgun, and an album named My Cell Phone. Yep. Wait, you're on an island. Why are you worried about albums? Wait a minute, I gotta eat. You're worried about albums.
Just roll with it. Roll with it.
Alright, I'm gonna play my albums on a coconut or something. I'm gonna play, I'm gonna have Usher Confessions for my R&B fix. I'm gonna have, ooh, this is hard. Ooh, only three. I'm gonna have Acid Rap. It's not an album, it's a mixtape. And The Carter 3 by Lil Wayne. Those are the three.
Oh, okay. What is your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert?
What type of cake?
Do I have one?
We should play a hey.
I wouldn't say I have one. Cake? I guess cake.
He's really thinking about this.
Oh, I said cake. I didn't know you were still waiting on me. Cake. Yeah, cake. That's a specific type of cake. I like cake. That's it.
Oh, okay. And my very last question. If you was the admin of LSA, how would you run the site?
In my opinion, the site is run pretty well. Like right now. Only thing I'd change, okay, the censorship. That's one thing I would change because I feel like I'm not an advocator of like racial sort of like trying or like any type of slur like for gays or anything like if you're using that like I feel like that shouldn't be allowed. But however, I should be able to say nigga wherever I choose to say nigga. Like that's the only thing I had a problem with stuff like that. Like I'm not using it in a way that's like trying to harm anybody or anything. It's just like I feel like that's taking away freedom of speech. And a lot of the trolls, like the trolls that take it too far, like a lot of people get banned or whatever for saying something that doesn't like in my opinion that doesn't like mean too much to get banned, but the trolls who go out of their way to like diss black women and all like those type of people, they need to be gone. I don't know how they keep coming back with them and Peniel Power. I'd set up some kind of firewall to keep his ass out. And that's how I run LSA. Just trolls that are over the top are gone and you know, just more freedom of speech.
That's what's up. But that's actually, a pretty good idea. If you was admin. See, I agree with that. Peniel came here one night. I don't know about that. But it was nice interviewing you, King Kuta. I enjoyed this interview, and hopefully in the future, we can do more.
Alright. My first interview. Yes.
Clap, clap,
I'm
clap.
official now. LSA heavyweight.
All right, we are out.